we go. All right. That sounds pretty good there. Let me kind of turn down the volume here. And let's see here. We try to activate the chat box there. Alrighty, just gotta wait for that to kind of power up. Let me give a shout out to the new subs. Let's see here. Alrighty, let's see here. Let me go ahead and give a big shout out here. New sub, Nighthawk Afterburner. Shout out to your brother. Player one. That's the number one. His sub. Shout out to Player One. And Alan Morton. Shout out to Alan Morton. He is also sub. Shout out to Alan Morton. Welcome, my brother. Let's see here. And Bryce. All right, so I'm going to try to say your last name here. It looks like Labus Change. That's what it looks like over here in my Gmail. So, but shout out to you for subbing. Appreciate it. According to the YouTube bean counter here, that's what I like to call it. According to the YouTube bean counter, let me double check this. Let me go here. Yeah, according to the YouTube bean counter, we're over 1,300 subs. So appreciate you all subbing and joining. Also, another big shout out to Ice Queen Gaming and CRU Foundational Negro for being the channel's first 2 subs. Definitely do appreciate it. Ice Queen is sub at the entry level, so shout out to her for doing that. And CRU is in the top secret level, so shout out to him for doing that. And appreciate you all. First 2 subs, as I said, go ahead and if you are enjoying the podcast, hit that join button. You can join and get some perks and all that kind of stuff. I know it's early in the morning. I normally go at 8 o'clock in the morning. I do apologize. But got some stuff to do after 10 o'clock. Like play The Last of Us and do some other things as well. So I'm just going to share that we are live. There's that. And let me go here. Let me put it here. Okay. And let me put one in 6 corner. And put one in Big Cloud's corner. And finally one in Marlin Gaming Nation. Alrighty. So we are live, people. LIVE. Hit that like button if you don't mind. So, but what is going on, people? So Brigadier William Wilderby, shout out to you, brother. Like I said, hit that join button, people, if you don't mind. Hit that like button, too. And then share the video. Share it on out. Post Ultra, how you doing? The Almighty Spartan God, what's happening? Eric, the greatness of the Raiders, what's happening? The REC, what's going on? Sam Ash, how are you? Big Twan Gaming 2414. So what is going on, people? Certainly hope everybody's doing fine. Yeah. So here we go. Like I said, 9 a.m. Get the sleep out of your eyes. We got to get it going, people. Got a lot of stuff to talk about here. That's why I'm starting a little bit early. We got the got the PS5 news with the Avengers smart update for PS5. You got the Last of Us 2 numbers that are it's selling very well. Mixer has died. You got the rating out now for Ghost of Tsushima. And you've also got these ENCELS attacking Naughty Dog. So what's going on, Ice Queen? There's our first member to say hello. Shout out to Ice Queen Gaming. So let me see if I can. Yeah, see, it will not. Huh. Well, it will not let me change that. So, so, but what's going on? As you can see, Ice Queen's got a, she's got the emoji next to her name. So yeah, shout out to her for the emoji. So, um, yeah, appreciate it. What's going on? BitCloud woke up early. He woke up early to say what up to everybody. What is happening there, BitCloud? So, yeah, shout out to BitCloud for being up early, getting his workout in. So, yeah, but shout out to them. As you can see up there on the right hand corner, that would be the. I'm just trying that mascot out to see how that works. So certainly hope that people enjoy that. Hopefully that the chat starts working. I'm having chat problems. It will not start. It won't work when I want it to. I'm starting to feel some kind of way about it. I think that's what the kids say. I'm feeling some kind of way about it. So let's see. I was trying to get that. So if not, we'll get started. But all right then. Well, we'll just go ahead and get started. All right. So several things. Shout out to Jay Bari. Jay Bari, I put a link in the description. He did a podcast where, and you all can listen to it yourselves. He recorded a certain three-letter podcast. This outright lying their tails off about some stuff, and he calls BS on them and stuff like that. So, but I'll start with that. I didn't realize how much envy and jealousy there was about the Spider-Man game. And like I said, go listen to Jay Barry's breakdown of how he breaks it down on what they're saying versus what the truth is. And he was saying he wanted them to have some type of integrity because they need to be, they're wrong. They were saying all this stuff that wasn't true. And he was wanting them to have some integrity, or else he's gonna like unleash these receipts. Hit that like button, people. So on that podcast, and I just got to laughing because I'm like, well, I would love for people to be held accountable for what they're saying, but nobody, they don't do it. They don't do it. That's why you gotta love. I got a big love for BitCloud because he be going over to that podcast, and I don't know how he does it. That's why he's the man. That's why I always say BitCloud is the man. So. But apparently they had somebody on there named King David who's about as dumb as a box of rocks. And they had something on there that called itself a zonker or a yonker, or it was something like that. Just outright getting everything wrong. So, but Jay Barry broke it down much better than I could do. I invited him onto the podcast, but he's got his he's doing his New York thing this morning. New York's open back up. So, but yeah, just craziness. So everybody knows that the PS5 is generational. Sony is still doing generational leaps, and they're not going to everything that every game that we saw running was on the PS5. We all know that. We saw, if you watched the Sony event, everything was on the PS5. Now, let me make this clear. The first party games are not going to be able to be done on the PS4 because of the way the games are designed for the PS5. The independent developers, and we'll take a game like Bug Snacks or a game like that Kanai or Canoe, the Bridge of Spirits game from Ember Labs, that game will be on PS4, okay? And it will be on PS5. So the fact that the fact that so Sony is not going to have the Spider-Man game running on PS4. at all. It's not going to work. All right, just as this at the beginning of this generation, Microsoft had Killer Instinct and then another game called Rise Son of Rome. Those games are not available on the Xbox 360. I know because I had a 360. You know, I had a 360 and it did not work. All right. So, but so with Sony's only developing Spider-Man Miles Morales for the PS5. Let me tell you this right now. When that game got announced, within 24 hours, and shout out to JTech, he screenshotted something. Somebody from the Xbox community started begging Insomniac Games for Spider-Man to go to the the PS4 Spider-Man, the PS4 Spider-Man to come to the Xbox. I kid you not. True story. True story. You all can hit up JTech. He could probably send you the screenshot. Okay. Have I beat The Last of Us Part 2? No. No. So do not spoil it. I got past the part though where these big bloaty things. I I threw a Molotov cocktail on them, and they were like running around going ah like that, and then they exploded. So they were running around and they were looking for Xbox games or something. So, but again, the game itself is fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to talk about how these incels are mad at that game and why they're mad, but I got to finish this right now. So Xbox had Generational Leap 2. Okay, you couldn't play Killer Instinct on Xbox 360. You couldn't play Rise Son of Rome on Xbox 360. I'm not sure about Metal Gear. The Phantom Pain. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that wasn't. I don't remember. But they were okay with that. Okay. So Sony is not going to allow them to play Spider-Man on the PS4. They were literally saying that we should be upset about that. You know what these clowns are upset about? So let me tell you the truth, because I'm the only one in the Xbox community that will tell you the truth. The reason why the RDX podcast is mad is because they can't, because they all have PS4s. The reason why they're mad is because now they have to go out and get PS5s to play that game. That's why they're mad. Okay, make no mistake about it. And so, yes, they're running around saying that we should be mad that Sony's not putting that game on PS4. That makes, do you see the intellectual dishonesty? They're mad. Why don't they just man up and say, we don't like the fact that Sony is putting this game only on PS5 because now we have to go out and buy PS5s to enjoy the game. Okay, just like anything else. Okay, remember when you used to go to the store and the only way you could go get grape Kool-Aid is you had to go buy grape Kool-Aid. You couldn't just wish grape Kool-Aid into existence. Okay, you can't wish it into existence. And but that's what they want. So they're like, so they think we should be mad. They think that Sony is lying and that this game is, that Sony should have true backwards compatibility with the PS4. Now, this is the same company who just told us that the games are only going to be running on the PS5. Okay? That's the reality. Okay? All right? So how can they do both? See, they think that Sony should do the same thing that Microsoft is doing, which makes no sense because Microsoft's console is in third place. You're in third place. Nobody, I mean, I'm sorry. You know what? The Kansas City Chiefs are not going to do the same thing that the Cincinnati Bengals are doing. Okay? They're not going to do it. Okay? They're not going to do it. That's not the way champions work. Okay? There we go. That clicked on all of a sudden. So, and so yeah, just lie after lie after lie, Same guys that told you that they weren't going to be able to do 4K. Same guys that told you that third-party developers were not going to be taking advantage of the technology. Okay? Same guys that told you there was going to be no ray tracing. All right? And we're supposed to respect them. Get the fuck out of here. Seriously. So yeah, I mean, Jay Barry's right. You would think they would have some integrity and come out and say, yeah, we got some things wrong, but they're not going to do it. So, but yeah, I mean, this is a company that does generational leaps. And the PS5 is a generational leap in technology over the PS4, which means in order for me to go play the new Spider-Man game, in order for me to go play the new Horizon Zero Dawn game, in order for me to go play Demon Souls, which I'm not going to play, I got to get it on PS5. That's the reality, people. Okay, these guys would. It reminds me of my cousin. My cousin bought a Porsche this year. He bought a Porsche 911 2020 right off the lot. Had 21 miles on it. So imagine him buying that Porsche and then Porsche coming out with a 2021 model with different features, and then him going back to the lot and demanding that Porsche put those same features on his 20 car that he got that the 2021 car has. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, it is ridiculous. It's just L after L when it comes to these guys. And so, but you ought to go listen to Jay Barry's podcast. I mean, he was calling somebody called him a zunker or something like that. It's just like, God damn. You know, they think what Microsoft is doing is so good. Well, if you think what Microsoft is doing is so good, why do you have Sony's name in your mouth? Okay? Why do you have Sony's name in your mouth? You know, because aren't you the podcast that swore up and down there were going to be things that the Xbox could do that the PlayStation couldn't do? And that turned out to be another lie. You know, I mean, this is the podcast that they were sitting up there saying that Tim Sweeney was wrong about the Epic demo. Yeah, we have the receipts on that. Same podcast that said that the Series X was going to be able to have 20 to 30 FPS better, you know, per game. I mean, this lies, you know. So so it's just it's but you got to listen to Jay Barry's thing and yeah. I mean, I'm too straight up a dude to be able to go to that podcast. I would bust their cheeks so hard that but like I said, I don't listen to it. Shout out to Jay Barry for listening to it because that podcast makes my dick itch. So you know, I don't know how Jay Barry listened to it, but he's a better man than me. You know, just I'll admit it. I'll admit it. I'm too weak of a man to deal with that horse shit. So but yeah, just lie after lie after lie. No ray tracing. It's only got RDNA 1. I mean, just come on. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, but we'll move on. I want to spend a little short rant on that. But we'll move on to the PS5 news. So we'll start with The Last of Us Part 2. I saw somebody brought that up in the chat. I have not beaten it yet. I've heard it can last anywhere from 25 to 30 hours, depending on how you play. I mean, I've seen some of the stuff that we saw on the gameplay video that they did. That room that was red, and I was able to move the stuff around. And those clicker things attacked me. Like I've got 12 T-flops and 52 CUs, and which I don't have. I've said this multiple times. I don't have the 52 CUs. I was playing that game like I don't have 52 CUs. Go attack somebody else, you know. And but yeah, beautiful looking game. There's a lot of Days Gone stuff in that game. That you know, the stealth kills, the way you can sneak around, the hordes. But now the hordes aren't as big in this game. At least I haven't seen one as big as in the Days Gone game. Everybody was talking about the Sawmill horde and stuff like that. So, you know, which the Sawmill horde was big too, but it wasn't like the end of the world. To me, that was the easiest horde to kill. The Sawmill horde was. The hordes that just come out of nowhere. Those are the hardest ones to kill because all you do against the Sawmill horde was run in a circle. You just you start where that big thing, where this big mill is. You throw some stuff and they all start chasing you. Just run in a circle and they can't catch you. And I kept throwing stuff and making stuff and throwing stuff and making stuff and throwing stuff and making it. So yeah, that was pretty fun. But the game Last of Us 2, I'm having a good time with it. You know, I'm up to the point where People keep telling me that there were decisions made and all that stuff. I guess I haven't reached that part yet. That's all I can say. I got to the part where Ellie was in a Ellie and Dina are in an amphitheater. That's right. That's where I saved the game on Sunday. I haven't played since Sunday, and so I've been playing my flight sim game. I bought the A10 version. I bought the A10 Tank Buster mod. It was only like $10, and then they've got the F14 till tomorrow. I can play it for free. So yeah, so yeah, I haven't really seen much of Abby. I've seen a lot of it on Twitter. I'm still not for sure who the Abby character is. So I'm enjoying the game though. People are like, I'm early. It feels like I played that game for like ever. My joystick started, or that gamepad said, the gamepad said, battery low. So I played it. I had a full battery or full thing, the full charge, and then all of a sudden, boom, battery went low. And so I don't know how long that lasts. So was that what, 8 hours? I mean, I played it all day Sunday. I mean, that's all I did Sunday was listen to podcasting, and shout out to everybody that podcasts on Sunday. I think I podcast on Sunday. So yeah, just check that out. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying the game. You know, Ellie's not as people keep on saying she's savage. I mean, she actually when that one person was dead, and she was like, well, I would have interrogated her, but I don't, you know, I don't know what I would have done to her. So she was a straight savage. She just would have said, yeah, I wanted to kill her. I'm mad at whoever killed her. So. Who's getting Ghost of Tsushima day one? I plan to. I'm going up to GameStop today to put my 5 on it, and I'm going to put 5 on the Avengers game. So actually, I'm just going to put 5 on Ghost of Tsushima. So, but I'm going to put 5 on the Avengers as well. So, but that's where I'm at in the game. Again, I'm enjoying the game. It's fun. It's fun. So so we'll move on. We will move on. Let's see here. Now, did anybody not get it over the weekend? And has anybody just been able to walk into the store and get the game? Has anybody just been able to walk into the store and get the game? What's up, Corey Massey? So, Super Lumen Hyena. So, the CUs are hidden. And I've also been cheating as well. Those safes. I have no idea where to find those combinations, so I just go online and I look up where the safes are, the safe combinations. I get them like that. So, what's up, Gab Talk? How you doing, brother? Gab, you up early? How are things? And how's your family doing, man? So, y'all, everybody, give a big shout out here to Gab Talk, man. I'm trying to get Gab to have a UFO show and have me as the guest on there. So, hopefully, Gab will humor me and let me come on there and talk about that. I mean, kind of get away from all the other, what do they call it, the BFF? So, but shout out to Gab, man. How you doing, brother? Let's see here. So, Big Twin said he went to Best Buy and got it. Okay. All right, that's cool. There's usually a note nearby with the code. Yeah, I ain't looking for that, though. I mean, I am not looking for that. I'm too busy looking at the ray tracing. If you follow me on Twitter, if you don't follow me on Twitter, you got to follow me on Twitter. There's so much ray tracing in that game. Okay? There's so much ray tracing in that game. I'm just enjoying the ray tracing. So I'm constantly taking pictures and putting ray tracing, if you don't know that. So, yeah. Yeah. Nah, well, you can't pull either one of those cards, the Almighty Spartan God. So somebody went to Best Buy and got it. The Almighty Spartan God's got 5. You got 5 on the Avengers game, or 5 on Ghost of Tsushima. So, because I'm buying Ghost of Tsushima day one. Yeah, she did get a hole in one. I did see that. So. The Xbox stuff. No, it ain't. I mean, I'm not going to be flying around. I'm not on there. So, Yeah, I got all that ray tracing on that game. So you got 80 on Ghost. You're not buying the Avengers game? Okay, fair enough. That's fine. That's fine. So Big Twan Gaming in Chicago. Now you're talking, man. Get you a big old slice of pizza and say hello to everybody. You paid off the Ghost Collector's Edition. How much is that? Is that 80 bucks? And what does it come with? So somebody got an $80 Amazon gift card with Ghost. Man, now you're talking. Now you're talking. Again, if you join the become a member of the podcast, you will get perks. You get the $1.99. You get the first 10 members that join the basic level are can get in all the drawings. Now you will not get discounts automatically on merchandise. Okay. Then there's the top secret level, which gets automatic discounts on merchandise and can have gameplays and stuff like that. And then there's the majestic level, which is the $10 level, and that has everything. You get more discount on merchandise. You'll get free stuff. You'll just get random codes sent to you, stuff like that. Is this a Patreon? No, it's not a Patreon. It's a membership. I was able to start a membership, and I'm supposed to, according to the YouTube video, I'm supposed to every 15 minutes during the podcast let you all know about the membership perks. That's all. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to sell myself sell you on the podcast. You'll also get little private messages. Shout out to Ice Queen Gaming. I've sent her a couple of private videos of me just like walking around my complex and things like that. But check it out, Paul G. Just hit join and look at the perks and anything that anybody wants added or taken away. Let me know. Like I said, we're just trying it. You know, we're just trying it. So. And see how it goes, Paul G. But just check it out. Let me know what you think. So Rollo G said the Avengers game is going to buy that later down the road. Oh, that's fine. I don't think it comes out till, is it September? So we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. So smart delivery. Again, I've coined smart update. Okay? It is smart update. So but yeah. Hit that like button, people. Get the likes up. Share the care. So Cyberpunk Next Gen. But Cyberpunk, I believe, is going to be on all platforms. So again, I'm buying Cyberpunk. Shout out to the one and only Ghost. I'm just going to buy it outright. What time is War Table? I do not know what War Table is. So I'm not for sure. So. A lot of these late PS4 games are just getting purchased for PS5. I don't think they want to play games like Avengers on PS4. Well, like I said, we'll get into the smart update for the Avengers on what it is and what it's not. Okay, what it is and what it's not. So, but yeah, we'll move on. Like I said, we'll let me do the Last of Us 2 sales. The Last of Us 2 sales have shattered all sales in England and or the UK and all over the world. So apparently that number is, from what I've heard, it is a insanely high number on how many people bought that game. Extremely successful. Let's just put it like that. This extremely successful. Yeah, Rollo, God, I think they're going to delay Cyberpunk again. I mean, I told Jemiah Dixon yesterday that he's going to have grandkids by the time Cyberpunk comes out. So Marvel's Avenger game, little event. The Avengers game is, you got to understand, it's being followed by gamers and comic book people. They're reporting on it too. So they're getting a lot more information than we're getting. I can tell you that much. So let's not try to talk about Abby too much in The Last of Us Part 2. A lot of us haven't gotten there yet. So just letting you know. So you don't have your copy of The Last of Us 2, but your brother's, well, it's your brother's house, he has the game. So all right then, yeah. How does the game look on, is it the base PS4? How does it look on the base PS4? So Dying Light got delayed again? Dying Light got delayed again. You thought Microsoft bought that Dying Light dev along with Konami, Sega? Well, I mean, again, well, I'm going to talk about that Mixer thing, and shout out to Dark Cloud because we're kind of on the same wavelength when it comes to the Mixer thing. So, but I'll go into a little more depth on that. I'll tell you on what I've heard. So, for The Last of Us Part 2 sales, again, congratulations to the team at Naughty Dogs and Neil Druckmann, and I call him Drunkman. You know, is it Druckman? I used to call him Drunk Man. But congratulations to them at Naughty Dog. Brilliant game, brilliant characters. I like playing the guitar with Ellie. I mean, I'm enjoying the game. And shout out to everybody that's played it and streamed things and taken pictures of the game. It's stunning looking. I mean, it's absolutely stunning looking. That part on the couch with Ellie and Dina, that was something else. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I like the fact that the kiss that Dina put on Ellie is that we saw at the E3 thing is still prominent in the game. That's what's talked about, especially in the first act. So I mean, you all know I'm down for that. Wow. I mean, Ellie kisses women like I do. But anyway, moving on. Moving on. So, but yeah, the game has been immensely successful. Congratulations to PlayStation Network. All right, we got a new member here. It is Paul G. Has joined the basic level. So shout out to Paul G. And again, Paul, because you're one of the first 10 members into the basic level, you will be eligible for all the giveaways. Okay? All the giveaways you will be eligible for. So that is everything from Amazon codes, the PS4 codes, or I'll throw some Xbox codes in there for all you all who have Xbox as well, because all of us have PS4s. And yeah, just appreciate the support, brother. And thank you. So how you become member, you just go to the, let's see here. I don't know. You go to the YouTube channel here, and you click. It says join, and it says analytics. I don't know what it says for y'all. For me, it says join, and it says analytics and edit video. So, hey, Paul G, I know what that feeling's like. As you can see, Paul G is green. That's new. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, that's new. I still don't know how that works. I can't get Dons to do that. And so yeah, Paul G is green. So that's what happens when you become a member. So yeah, but I appreciate it. It doesn't say join. I'm looking at it. Well, Paul G went there, and it's there. I don't know what I don't know what else to say. Oh, if you have a phone, I don't know how that works. Then if you're doing it by phone, I don't know. So Apple devices won't say join. Okay. All right, yeah, I'm not for sure that I need to go. Yeah, you're green like the Hulk. As you can see, he's gone full Hulk Buster mode. And so yeah, appreciate that. And so I don't know if you joined by Android or by PC, but I appreciate it. It says join for other channels. Paul's on his phone. Okay, now I see what's happening. But shout out to Paul. And yeah, I will have your name up in here the next time when I do a podcast. Also, Android phone users turn green. Okay, I did not know. See, I didn't know. I didn't know. So, yeah, shout out to Marlin Gaming Nation. I do a podcast with him. I'm one of his members. It's me and Big Cloud. And I forgot the name of the other person over there. And I feel terrible about that. I'm horrible with names. And so go check out Marlin Gaming Nation if you're not already a member of him. Go ahead and check that out. He will probably podcast later today. I take the morning shift, and Marlin does the afternoon shift. And BitCloud, because he's got that 1070 Ti, he can do all these uploads and edits and stuff like that. I still don't know how to do it. So it'll say join for channels with 1 million or more subscribers. Ugh, well, I don't want you all to do that. We're gonna keep it small. We are celebrating 1,300 subs though. So and there were already 2 people here hating on me before my video even started. So the L-Droid, I like Android. I like Android more than well, I can't say I've never had an iPhone, but I'm not a fan of Apple. But we'll keep moving on. We will keep it moving. So let me talk to you about Mixer, because I know people were kind of ripping on Microsoft for Mixer being dead. And also, if you want to donate, we can break out the booty buster. As you can see what's happening to that guy up there on the top right. He's getting his cheeks busted, okay, by the booty warrior himself. So Mixer, yeah, we'll talk about Mixer because there's more going on here than I think meets the eye. Let me tell you what I got told, okay? And just take it with a grain of salt. Yes, I finally got to say that. I haven't said that in months, okay? Take this with a grain of salt. So I had a Facebook gaming membership and it was trash. It was trash. Yeah, there you go, Spartan God. I like you and I want you. So as you can see, he wanted it the hard way. Okay, you can see that guy up there on the right. He wanted it the hard way. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. The black booty buster will come and give it to you the hard way. So, but yeah, PlayStation 5 built inside of it. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I think they're gonna do a deep dive in August. I think they're gonna do a deep dive in August. So let me make sure that we're still green. We're still green. Okay. So let me talk to you all about Mixer. And well, I assume it gets real hot. Remember the original one was 11 T-flops, but they could not get that to cool, so they had to cut it down to 10. But anyway, they so with Mixer, this is interesting with Microsoft because you got to remember something. I had a Facebook account, a game account. It was trash. I mean, Facebook is extremely intrusive. And if you don't know, a lot of Mixer people, I guess they were on Mixer, they went back to Twitch. So that's according, shout out to Red Dragon. He had that article up yesterday. So look at all right, so I think what's going on here is that Facebook and Microsoft at the Microsoft conference, let me make that clear, are going to announce some type of partnership where Oculus Rift, I think it's Oculus Rift, and then the smaller Oculus, I forgot what that's called, the VR set, that's going to be, that'll work with the Series X, okay? Because you got to remember, they've been wanting to do high definition. They want to do high definition stuff. And the Oculus VR is a better VR than the PS4 VR. It is. It's a better VR. Oh no, we're having buffering. I do apologize. I do apologize for the buffering. I'm trying to get through it best we can. So I know we're in the red, so I'm hurrying the podcast. May have to cut it short because of the buffering issues. But and it could just be OBS. So Oculus Go is discontinued, so tough start. Well, again, this is just what I think is going to happen. And shout out to Dark Cloud because he's on the same page as I was. So what I think is going to happen is that they're going to announce that that Facebook is going to be allowing, because remember, Facebook owns Oculus. It's going to be allowing some VR support for Xbox. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll definitely have to wait and see how that works. Okay? We're going to have to wait and see how that works. But overall, I think that's what's going to be announced. All right? And so do not be shocked if that happens. Just don't be shocked. Paul G is right. PS4 is the lowest one. I agree. So and shout out to Sick Humor yesterday because he said he bought the PS4 Pro and he bought the VR kit and he said he spent about a stack, which is surprisingly that's exactly what I said you were going to be spending on Next Gen show when I was talking about the Xbox Scorpio. But, some moist fruit booties out there, good friend of the almighty Spartan God, seems to think that something else got said. So, the Quest Ninja Theory, I mean, I don't know. I'm not for sure how they're going to deploy it. I'm just letting you know that It could happen. That's just what I've been told, so don't be shocked. So is Xbox going to have smarter delivery? How many? I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question, Mario E. Good question. Um, Xbox has smart delivery in the sense that games that are going to be on the Xbox One and Xbox X and S are going to work. You know, or if you get rid of those, I guess they're going to upgrade them. So it's just whatever you want to call it. I call it smart update because to me the update is more important. But the mixer is dead. It was a piss poor managed system by Microsoft, and they didn't like it, and the numbers were terrible, and they got rid of it. So that's the way Microsoft is. And you got to remember, they almost canceled Xbox. They almost canceled Xbox. So, but they didn't. They saved it. And so we'll move on. We'll kind of start bringing the plane in for a landing here. We'll move on to the how the smart update is going to be on the PS5. So according to another third-party developer, the guys that are making the Avengers game, also leave your comments and questions in the chat in the comment section. Leave me some comments. I will get back to you. I promise you. I always read the comments. Again, if you're a new sub, if you leave the chat, or if you can't ask a question in the chat and you leave a comment, I will read your comments and I will answer them. You can ask everybody here in the chat. I always answer the comments because if you're nice enough to listen and leave a comment, I will answer your comment. So the only smart thing he cares about is to deliver good games. Yeah, that's why I am, Corey Massey. So so at the end of the day, the Avengers game, according to the developer, which I believe is Crystal Dynamics, they're going to have two modes on the PS5. One mode will be a 30 FPS mode that's 4K native, I believe. And the other mode will be a 60 FPS mode that's 4K dynamic. Now, remember, I sat here in this chair that's broken, by the way. Oh, hold on. I've got to answer this phone. Let me see here. Hello? Hello? About another 15 minutes. All right. Yeah. All right. Bye. All right. So, all right, I'm back. All right, so you're going to have a dynamic 4K resolution. Now, remember, I sat here, I sat here and said that dynamic resolution's not going anywhere. Okay, remember I said that. Okay, and it's not. The developers are going to do what's best for them, and what is best for them in order to deliver 60 frames per second on this game. Okay, is to use a 4K dynamic resolution. So again, this is just one more thing I told you was going to happen. Now it's been verified. So yes, I will be taking a victory lap later this evening. Okay, later this evening I will take a victory lap. Okay, and we'll read it into the record so everybody can see it. But again, you're getting a 60 FPS game by a third-party developer that's taking advantage of the way the PS5 is architected, and this is just one more lie that was told to you guys that these guys are now going to get their cheeks busted on. So, I mean, again, it's just L after L, lie after lie after lie. So, and again, I'm buying the Avengers game no matter what. That game comes out, yeah, I think in September. I thought it was August, maybe it's September. So that's Madden. That's which is EA, which is a third-party developer. That's Control. That's another third-party developer. Remedy. That is CD Projekt Red, another third-party developer. That's now Crystal Dynamics, another third-party developer. And also something else. Let me go back to the Mixer story. Don't be surprised if Facebook doesn't allow Microsoft to develop the sequel a sequel to the Order 1886 because Facebook owns Ready and Dawn. And Microsoft is now partnering with them. So now I'm just saying, don't be shocked if Microsoft doesn't if they could go to Facebook and say, you all have an IP and we have all these studios. Is there any chance we can sit down and talk to you all about developing a game? And we'll just put it exclusively for the Xbox. Don't be shocked if that doesn't happen. Okay, I'm not saying it will happen, just don't be shocked. So, so what now? TGCP crew got the real news out. So, TGC, the Gamer Couch podcast. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Foxy Games UK. The Order 1886 is owned by Sony. The IP is okay. Well, but Ready at Dawn. Well, if it's owned by Sony, then I stand corrected. So I will stand corrected. So well, then Sony's got to give that to another studio then. I mean, because BitCloud's going crazy. He's chomping at the bit. No pun intended. So Sony won't make a sequel. That's still the point. Well, that they may shock you. Remember, they said they had more stuff up the sleeve. I'll stand corrected. I thought there could be a sequel there from Microsoft, but then that's fine. That's fine. I stand corrected. All right. Then what other IP does Ready at Dawn own? What other IP do they own? So just asking for a friend. So. Give it to Santa Monica. Okay. What about that new San Diego studio? You all forgot about them, didn't you? See, I heard that they're working on a sequel on that. Either the new Santa Monica studio is working on that, or they're working on a SOCOM game. Their VR games. Fair enough. Hey, I stand corrected. I ain't too proud to stand corrected. So, but yeah, we can look at that. But yeah, let me get back to the Avengers. So again, dynamic 4K. You all better get ready for that, which means, again, let me make this clear. You could have dynamic 4K, but have 4K. Oh, my stream's healthy now. It healed itself. It had the COVID. Now we're back. Dynamic 4K means you can have a game outputting at 1600p, but then it may also have they can also put higher textures in there. I don't know if they're going to do that or not. Sony San Diego is making NAC 3, 4, and 5. Oh, okay. So they own a bunch of smaller games. Well, now Facebook owns those games. So, and Microsoft could develop those games and put them on Game Pass. A lot of people got to remember that. I did not know Sony owned that IP. So it's like, so they own the IP and they published it. That's different than what I was told. It was like Quantic Dream. I was told they simply published it and that they didn't own it. So, but again, that's fine. If that's true, that's fine. So, yeah, no big deal. But yeah, guys. So yeah, that Avengers game is going to be. I get you may not buy the game. Let's put that to the side. How about the fact that RDNA 1 does dynamic 4K, according to the developer? This is not, so I've got the receipts on that. I don't know how to pull them up and share my screen with you guys. So I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just don't know how to do it. So I don't have the tech skill to do that. So says Suicide Squad is you're more interested in. Fair enough. That's fine. That I hope that's from WB. That's fine. Yeah, and their IP is going to go on sale in the fourth quarter of this year, I believe. So we go on playing movies. Well, the Suicide Squad movie I thought was okay. Batman v Superman and that Justice League movie was straight up garbage. Okay. So this is my opinion. Yeah. Hit that like button, people. I'm glad we got a new member today. Gotta get somebody subbed into that majestic level. Gotta have somebody set the pace at that majestic level. So that way they can tell you all the stuff that they're gonna be getting. So But a shout out to the members. We got Dawn here. I mean, I love me some Dawn. Yeah, that's the Butter Biscuit level. You're right about that. The Snyder Cut Game Pass exclusive. Y'all are horrible. So you don't know if you're getting a new Batman game. I don't either. I'm not for sure. I'm not saying we are or we're not. So you know, it is what it is. So Sony won't make a sequel. Yeah, I read that one already. So that was let's see here. Oh, you know who your good friend is, the Almighty Spartan God. Actually, that's my girl on her way over. So she wants to get together and do some things. Still better than the Captain Marvel. What, Suicide Squad? I thought Suicide Squad was fine. Justice League? No. Justice League was not as good as Captain Marvel. No. I disagree. So, but again, that's just my opinion. So yeah, guys. So yeah, I'm about to get off here before my stream health goes back into the red. I'm just looking for questions now before she gets over because she's on her way over here now. So we got to go to the store. I can give you some hamburger. So Justice League was as good as Bleed. Yeah, Justice League was bad. I mean, that's a bad movie. So it was billed as their Avengers movie, and that movie flopped. So that movie flopped. So you know. So yeah, so going over the review again, shout out to Jay Barry for totally dismantling the RDX podcast and their BS talking points that they were on. Once again, this is we got smart update from another third-party developer that is going to be using the PS5 architecture again, because allegedly the PS5 is easier to develop for than the Xbox is, allegedly. I mean, I'm not a developer, so this is so you know that. The PS5 will be doing 4K 60 according to the developer, okay? According to the developer, let's just leave it there. To me, it's not, I mean, you all know I prefer 1440p. I mean, but I'm just letting people know what the accurate number is here. And again, I'm a podcast a little later on. So, again, Jay Barr did a great job. I left a link in the description or in the chat so you all can look it up yourself. He was talking about something that called itself a yonker or a zonker. And again, what these guys are upset about is that they are going to have to go out and buy a PS5 in order to play the new Miles Morales game. And they were literally saying, this is a ripoff, and everybody who bought it for the PlayStation 4, it feels like they're getting ripped off. And it's like, nah, your punk ass feels like he's being ripped off. And because they got to go out and get PS5s to play the Miles Morales game, and they don't want to. And I just do not understand why they can't be honest with you guys and say, look, I don't want to have to go buy a PS5 to play this game. But that's what they're going to have to do. Just like I got to do it. I got to do the same thing. If I want to play Spider-Man Miles Morales, I need to have a PS5. And it may take me 4 months to get a PS5. I don't know. It's going to be difficult to get, and you all better get ready for that, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of us sitting here on these podcasts that don't have one. Even if we pay for it in full. I got a really nasty feeling this is going to be like what happened with the 360. So, and with the 360, at least in my region, let me make this clear, in my region, it took them almost 8 months to get everything. I mean, it was nuts. I mean, I didn't get one until May. And it was a pain in the ass to get that thing. So, but remember, that came out, in October, November? The Jay Barry link. Okay, I'm going to put it back in here. Let me go find it. And he spends about the first, I say about the first hour of the podcast talking about the outright misinformation that they're putting out. I mean, it was amazing. So yeah, but at the end of the day, they're pissed off that they got to go buy a PS5 to play the Miles Morales game. Just like me and you, they got to do the same thing. Okay, but they were not happy. So And again, these are the same guys that said the PS5 wasn't going to be able to do ray tracing. The PS5 wasn't going to be able to. The third-party developers were not going to have to. I mean, again, it's the same BS coming out of their mouths, you know. So, but again, you all can listen to to it yourselves, okay? And Jay Barry did a much better job than I did because he actually has recorded it and then he puts in what Sony's really doing. And again, Sony's delivering a generational leap, and the games that are developed ground up for PS5 cannot run on the PS4 architecture. Okay, that's just I'm talking about ground up. I'm not saying it can't be ported because there are third-party games that will be on the PS4 and PS5, which also tells you that it's backwards compatible. But again, it is what it is. So when they say it doesn't have backwards compatibility, then why is Ember Labs game going to run on both PS4 and PS5? Okay, just ask yourselves that. You know the line. So you know. So it is what it is. I agree, Andre. They should have built the characters up more. That's all I'm saying. Just imagine if Batman v Superman would have been the sequel to Man of Steel. Just call it the Dawn of Justice. Okay, call it the Dawn of Justice, and you could have Batman in it, but have Ben Affleck play more Bruce Wayne. Let's get used to Bruce Wayne. We know he could play a good Batman because the dude's got, he's what, 6'4", and the dude is just ripped. I mean, he is ripped, for that part. So, but yeah, we didn't see him as Bruce Wayne. I thought it would have been a better story had Bruce Wayne been feeding Lois the information about Lex Luthor. Okay, I thought that would, and then Lex Luthor finds out that Lois is the one putting information out on it, and then he kidnaps her, and then Bruce blames himself, and then he puts on the Batman outfit, and he goes after her, but something happens and he can't get to her, and then he has to get Clark to come help him. I thought that would have been a much better movie, but that's just my opinion. This is my opinion. Yeah, Kenna is another day one. Yeah, I mean, again, it's day one for me if I have a PS5. Let me make that clear. I am going to be just like you guys trying to get a PS5, all right? And if I can't get one, I can't get one. Now, let me make this clear. If somebody wants to get me one, and I will pay for it, PayPal, whatever you want to call, PayPal, what's this thing called, Cash App? I'll pay you an extra $30 if you buy me one because I can't find one. It's not like I don't have the money to get it, okay? Just so you know. But I am going to get off here, guys. I think she's starting to walk up here now, and she's got to be at work. Keith Thrash always hugs. Hey, man, hey, I'm in a region that we may not get a whole lot of them. So if anybody has one extra, like I said, I'll pay the Vic. I think that's what it's called. I'll pay that action. I'll pay you an extra $30 if you get two of them and you want to sell me one. I'll give you an extra 30 on top of what you paid. Okay, I'm trying to get everything out there that I can. I'm signed up to Target, Best Buy, GameStop, just like you are. Okay, I'm just like you guys. Okay, everybody's waiting. I'm not a big time YouTuber. Sony's not going to just give me one. And so yeah, if somebody gets two of them, let me know. I'll buy one off you for 30 extra bucks. But I gotta make sure I can keep my lights on. Be no reason to have one and my electric's off. All right, then. Well, hopefully I get on the round table sometime in the next 2 to 3 days with King Thrash at the round table so I can sit in the chair and they can grill the Messiah of Xbox. And they've done some good interviews. I enjoyed the one with they had Crap Gamer on there. They had J-Tech on there. I think they're doing a real good job. They've had a developer on there. He didn't know where the 52 CUs were either. And that's the first question I'm asking King Thrash when I'm on that podcast, when I'm getting interviewed, is I'm going to ask him what the 52 CUs are. So I certainly hope he has an answer. And if he doesn't, I will switch from Coke to Pepsi. Okay? So I will do it right there on the podcast. So, but yeah, we had it scheduled for the weekend. I know, Thrash, I appreciate you. I got to work this weekend, though. So yeah, but that's why hopefully sometime we can get it together. I'm off today, tomorrow, and Friday. So Whatever day you think you all can do, it's fine. If not, maybe next week, just let me know, brother. I'm Flexi Lexi. But all right, then, like I said, guys, I'm just trying to cover all bases with the PS-5 so that you all know. And I am going to bounce. I've been here for a little more than an hour. Hit that like button, share the care, join the podcast, sit on the porch with the Messiah of Xbox. You all